Two numbers are in the ratio 9:13 and their sum is 176. Find the numbers. This is similar to what we had solved earlier. The total value is given and the ratio is given. Given ratio is equal to 9:13. So let us assume the numbers to be x. So we are assuming the numbers to be x. So we need to multiply this unknown variable with the ratio. So what happens to a ratio? Becomes 9x is to 13x. Now, since the question says their sum is equal to 176, we need to add the ratios 9x and 13x and equate it to the sum 176. So 22x is equal to 176. X is equal to 176 divided by 22. 22 1 times, 22 8 times. So the value of x is equal to 8. Now that we have calculated the value of x, we need to substitute this value in their corresponding. So 9 into 8. So 72 is the first number. And for the second number, the ratio was 13x. 13 into 8, which is equal to 104. So if you sum up 72 and 104, we get 176. So our answer is right. So the final answer step, two numbers are in the ratio 5:8 and their difference is 12. Find the numbers. So we need to take the difference of the ratio and equate it to the difference that is given and find the numbers. Given ratio is equal to 5:8. So let's assume the numbers 5x and 8x. The ratio becomes 5x is to 8x. Correct? Now they're saying the difference is 12, meaning 8x minus 5x is equal to 12. The difference in their ratios is equal to 12. So we need to subtract the ratio and equate it to 12. So what do you get? 3x is equal to 12. X is equal to 12 upon 3. So x is equal to 4. So we have found the variable x, which is equal to 4. Now we need to substitute in their corresponding ratios. First number is equal to 5x, right? That is 5 into 4, which is equal to 20. Second number is equal to 8x, which is 8 into 4, which is 32. Since the question says the difference is 12, cross verify your answer. Second number minus your first number. So 32 minus 20 is equal to 12. So your answer is correct. So finally, we need to write the answer step. A is to B is equal to 3 is to 2 and B is to C is equal to 4 is to 5. Find A is to C. This is a very simple sum. Two sets of ratios are given. One is A is to B and the other is B is to C. And from that, we need to calculate the ratio A is to C. So first, let us write A by B is equal to 3 by 2. And B by C is equal to 4 by 5. How can we write A is to B? We can write it as A by B, correct? And how can we write B is to C? We can write it as B by C. And what do we need? A is to C. So if you multiply both the ratios, the first with the second, the B gets cancelled. And what do we get? We get A by C, which is nothing but A is to C. So this procedure has to be followed for this particular sum. We need to calculate A is to C. So A by B into B by C. So we have 3 by 2 into 4 by 5. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6 and 1 times 5 is 5. So what are we actually done? We have cancelled B so that we get A by C. And now we have actually got A by C value. So what is the ratio A is to C equal to? So A is to C is equal to 6 is to 5. So my final answer step, A is to C is equal to 6 is to 5. A is to B is equal to 5 is to 6 and B is to C is equal to 2.8 is to 3.5. Find A is to C. This is similar to the previous sums that we just solved. The only difference is that the second ratio is in the decimal format. So if you're not comfortable to deal with decimals, we can remove the decimals and follow the same method. So what is given A is to B, as I said, we can write it as A by B. So A by B is equal to 5 by 6 and B by C will be equal to 2.8 by 3.5. So both the numerator and denominator has got one decimal place. So we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 10 to remove the decimal. So we get 28 by 35. We need to calculate the ratio of A is to C. So the first ratio into the second ratio leads to the required ratio A by C or A is to C. So we are going to follow the same method. So A by B is 5 by 6 into B by C is 28 upon 35. So let's do the cancellation. 5 ones are 5, 5 sevens are 35, 7 times 1, 7 times 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 twos are 4. The answer that we get 2 by 3. A is to C is equal to 2 is to 3. So our final answer, A is to C is equal to 2 is to 3. I hope it's clear. P is to Q is equal to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 2 and Q is to R is equal to 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3. Find P is to R. There's a slight change in this sum because the ratios are given in the mixed fraction and fractional form. We need to ensure that the ratio is first converted into the simplest form. Once the above ratios are converted into simplest form, then the methodology is the same like the previous sum. So how do we go about it? First step that we need to do is convert the ratios into improper form. So P is to Q is equal to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 2. Convert this into improper form. So we have 3 ones are 3 plus 1. 4 by 3 is to 2 ones are 2, 3 by 2. We need to convert the fractional form of ratios into simplest form. LCM is going to be 6. So multiply the first fraction with 6 and the second fraction with the LCM 6. So do the necessary cancellations. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. So what is the ratio that we get? 4 twos are 8 is to 3 threes are 9. P is to Q is equal to 8 is to 9. Now let's take the second set of ratio. We have Q is to R is equal to 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3. This is a fractional form. We need to convert it into the simplest form. LCM of 3 and 2 is equal to 6. Take the first ratio, multiply with the LCM, followed by second ratio, multiplied with the LCM. Do the necessary cancellations. 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So Q is to R is equal to 3 is to 2. We need to calculate P is to R. So P by Q, that is the first ratio, multiply by the second ratio. The Q and Q gets cancelled and we get P is to R. So we're going to follow the same thing. P by Q is equal to 8 by 9 into Q by R 3 by 2. So let's do the necessary cancellations. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. The ratio that we get 4 is to 3. Final answer step. P is to R is equal to 4 is to 3. A is to B is equal to 3 is to 4 and B is to C is equal to 8 is to 9. Find A is to B is to C. A is to B is given as 3 is to 4 and B is to C is given as 8 is to 9. We need to calculate A is to B is to C. We need to combine the value of B. But here, if you look at it, in the first ratio, B is 4 and in the second ratio, B is 8. So to ensure the value of B remains the same in both the ratios, we need to first calculate the LCM of these two numbers. LCM of 4 and 8 is 8. So we take the first ratio, 3 by 4. This is A by B. So 4 times 2 is equal to 8 and 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And this second ratio, B is to C, B by C. So 8 by 9. We need to ensure the value of B remains same. So 8 into 1 is equal to 8, 9 into 1 is equal to 9. So from this, A is to B is equal to 6 is to 8 and B is to C is equal to 8 is to 9. So observe carefully. Now the value of B in both the ratios are the same. So we can write the answer straight away. A is to B is equal to 6 is to 8 is to 9. Whenever a ratio is written, it has to be written in the simplest form. So check if the final ratio that you have calculated can be further reduced to simplest form. But here 6, 8 and 9, they do not have a common factor. So here we cannot reduce it to simplest terms. So answer is A is to B is to C is equal to 6 is to 8 is to 9. Hope the sum is clear. If L is to M is equal to 2 1 by 2 is to 1 2 by 3 and M is to N is equal to 1 1 by 4 is to 3 1 by 2, find L is to M is to N. In this particular sum, the ratio is not given in the simplest form. It's in the mixed form. So we need to convert the ratio to its simplest form, and once that is done, the procedure is going to be the same. So first let's convert the given ratio to its simplest form. Now what is L is to M? 2 1 by 2 is to 1 2 by 3. Converting to improper, we get 2 2s are 4, 5 by 2 is to 5 by 3. So the LCM of 2 and 3 is equal to 6. So take the first fraction multiply by 6 is to second fraction multiply by 6. So do the necessary cancellations. So what do you get? You get 5 threes are 15 is to 5 twos are 10. Here the ratio can be further reduced because 15 and 10 have a common factor 5. So I'm dividing this ratio by 5. So I get 5 threes are 15 and 5 twos are 10. So L is to M is equal to 3 is to 2. Now let's do M is to N. M is to N is equal to 1 1 upon 4 is to 3 1 upon 2. Converting to improper, we get 5 by 4 is to 7 upon 2. Now what is the LCM of 2 and 4? LCM is equal to 4. So the first fraction multiplied by 4 and the second fraction multiplied by 4. So we get 1 time, 2 times. So what is our ratio? 5 is to 14. So M is to N is equal to 5 is to 14. Now that we have the simplest form of ratios, we have to calculate L is to M is to N. L is to M is equal to 3 is to 2 and M is to N is equal to 5 is to 14. So basically we need to ensure the M value remains the same, correct? So to do so, we need to take the LCM of 5 and 2 is 10, isn't it? LCM is equal to 10. So let's take the first fraction, 3 by 2, okay, into 5 is equal to 15 by 10 and take the second ratio that is 5 upon 14, LCM is 10. You multiply by 2 to get 10 and 14 twos are 28. So this is L, these two are M and this is N. So what is L is to M is to N equal to 15 is to 10 is to 28. Can they be reduced further? No, because they don't have a common factor. Final answer is equal to 15 is to 10 is to 28. So basically, we are converting the improper fraction and expressing the ratio in its simplest form, and then we are finding the new ratio.